Nice, nice. New update. Right. So we know we're not going out for a movie for sure. We weren't responding because well, we were building the factory, remember? And this has changed considerably since the last time I showed you guys. That was with Therapy. Um, well, it's definitely not all about the storage boxes here. Um, Looking at this height, you can tell that we've put some beautifications, some glasses, and this is cool. Beautified the whole place a little bit. I mean, amid that, also deleted half the ship and then rebuilt it. There might have been some glimpses of the power station. I wanted to show this first because this was like something really, really giving me anxiety, and now, oh, I can actually go on the top. About 16 power plants. Earlier there was just 15, and they're being fed by 6. Mathematically, oh shit, no. Alright, survived. Nice. Anyway, we'll not go up there. Um, so let's just take a look at how much power we're producing. 4,150 megawatt. It's a bit less. That's mostly because something went down with the oil production. I switched oil fuel to turbo fuel, and then I've got a whole lot of heavy oil residue piling up, and with that piled up, a lot of the power generators, let's say, the fuel power generators aren't working. Anyway, I'll just give you another tour of where we are, how far we've come. I'm going to show you the first ground floor. Before that, let's just look outside. Do not worry about these. These are just temporary structures because all of my machines had outputs, so I need to get them somewhere so I can delete and rebuild. I mean, you can see 2100, 3400, 1300, all these items. Oh yeah, and we've upgraded all of our miners with Mark III. At a pure node, they'll produce 480 units per minute. What the hell happened there? Nothing, you didn't see anything. And then I've made it a little bit more beautiful, at least a little more cleaner. So the ore goes into these pipes, and through them they're fed inside. So it's just a lot more neater look than earlier, except for the flying storage containers. Do ignore those. Used extensively these Mark II double wall outlets, so that helps. It's just neater overall, I guess. Looks better. Oh, can I get out? Okay. We use pillars, use a bunch of shit, because I mean, a neat factory is where you'd like to work, right? This whole copper setup is going to be deleted. I've just let it because there's still so 24,000 wire just backed up, nothing to do. 4800 cable, 4800 copper sheets. I mean, if you look at it, this copper isn't even feeding this anymore. It's just going upstairs into the second floor. So this is the iron production center. We've got roughly 3 iron ores right here, which are pure. So they're giving 480 times 3, which is about 1440 iron. And then we've got 3 normal iron. I mean, there's 6 normal iron ore deposits. Let me show you. Right, all the way over here, there's 6 iron ore deposits. We've taken 3 of those. So we're getting 3 iron ore from that all the way here. Okay, here's a base. These are just beacons. So all of that iron is converted into sheets, into rods. I'll show you my Excel sheet, the breakup. Some 96 buildings are here, and they're constantly producing screws. These are 12 times 2, it's 24 constructors on screw, which are giving me about 1200 constant screw production. And then I've got 300 each of rods and sheets produced, 20 constructors for rods, and about 16 constructors for sheets. Right up there are two ways. Oh, this is a wall. That's not one of the ways. Oh, this is it. Once I clear these, there will be a lot of room to walk around. So we've got one outside the building, which is just like an ordinary, well, railing. And then inside, this looks nice though. Inside we've got these stairs that come up to here. Probably in future they'll go up there as well. This floor is the copper production. Got down these. They're producing only two items. These copper wires, and we've got copper sheets being produced. Oh, this is where it's going up. This setup is about 102 machines. I mean, this all stops. So when this goes up back into production, fuel consumption is like 1300 megawatt. This floor, bottom floor, and then the floor above. What we've done in the floor above is a little bit more, how do I put it, centralized storage, which is basically the central storage. All of these are storage containers based on Qubit's design. The bottom is this small storage container, so whenever I need something, I'll just pick up from the bottom, and the materials that we produce come feed into the above storage, and then that splits it into bottom and then into the storage, which again is the same thing, but then we can take the material from here to our above floors, which will require these as their inputs. Let me quickly show you the steel factory that we built as well. These are just the constructors that are making steel beams and steel pipes. We've got 9 of these being fed by one steel factory or steel engine, and we've got 4 steel engines. These are the steel engines. One steel engine feeds 9 of them, so there are 36 of them out there. Steel engines are complex machines. They have 6 foundries being fed 270 coal and 270 iron per minute. Their design is based on, again, qubits, and they feed inside and from top and from below, overall to give a neater look. And their output, each steel factory produces 270 steel ingot a minute. So 270 times 4, 1080, 10 more than 1070. Again, they're fed from this side. This whole thing is just changed looks from before. I mean, this is still the same from before, but this is new. This will be the new system where the conveyor belts are going to come through the lifts, just like this one. This is the one for coal. All the coal is coming through this. I mean, it's coming all the way from up top there through those. So that is the coal being brought through dangerous terrain, let's say, and then it feeds into this, and then that drags all the way down here. And you can actually see some conveyor belts. And then brings it down, and then we feed. This is coal from other. Oh, this is the coal from there. It just looks neater and clean. These are my concrete engines. But it's not that grand because for now only half are operational. The rest half, well, I don't have the material. They're all hooked in, so they're all cabled up, belted up, let's say. So I just need to plug in the ore. Right, okay, this is actually a better view. You can actually see the coal being transported inside. It just looks cool. Anyway, so we've got a ton of concrete production. Half of it's working, 16 constructors, and 16 more are ready to produce when we need. All the production, well, I mean, half of them is not set up, but you get this is the general idea from this is the final flow. So we're gonna have this is 40 assemblers, and we're gonna have 40 more, probably cable production on that side. The empty space, and then the outputs are going to go this way, and the inputs are coming from that way. That's how the inputs are going to come. They're going to feed the assemblers. Well, some of them are going to be, those are for reinforced iron sheets. Some of them are going to be on encased steel beams, which we need. Well, it's empty, right? Because it's only 4 conveyor belts from that side, a couple more coming from that side. But what the future plan is, once I have this set up, this can act, the top floor can act as a rail line. This is still getting higher, and to be honest, I think it's going to get at least 2 more floors higher, because I need a lot more assemblers, and then we need a lot of manufacturers. This is the belt work that has been designed. I am kind of bottlenecked by my input production. There's just 300 plates a minute, and if you see, this machine requires 30 plates a minute. So that's 10 of them, 300, and 300 production is all I've got in the bottom floor. That's 300 plates gone. This will consume it all. So if I need plates for some other recipes, well, I don't have any plates for those recipes. So think about those, probably add another factory somewhere else to complement the production. I think we already showed you this quick wire production, and that's still the power plant, which looks pretty good to me. This is just the remains of whatever was here. It was mostly a small production of AI limiters using whatever. There was copper sheets production here, so, and now this will mostly be for belts that will go to different areas. And we can have additional factory here to produce iron sheets. I guess this looks like a great spot for that, because the catering production is going up to that floor anyways, which is the same as the previous video, so I'll link that here. There's no change to the train station for now, and that track still leads all the way to the grasslands. This is what the factory looks from this side. This is the geothermal generators. That's how we were bringing the quartz and other stuff up till now, to use this lift instead, and this will bring a lot of items, not just the quartz, but instead I'm going to have a quartz factory. Right, so I set up a temporary factory here. This is just going to be the quartz factory. You can do 2 things with quartz or raw quartz, these raw quartz crystals. You can make quartz crystal, or you can make silica. So as an experiment, I tried to set this up, and then I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have quartz crystal and silica being produced here, and then belt out the final product. It'll be on this system instead, and again, if I put another floor on top of this, this can act as a train network as well. So we can use trains to get materials all the way from there. There's coal there is iron, pure nodes, copper. You already saw the quartz, limestone, a whole bunch of resources in that area, in that mountain right in front of us, and also below. And there's a sluggo boy. Alright, gather a slug layer. There's coal down there, all these resources, and this is an area where there's a ton of water as well. And if I'm not wrong, there's oil nearby. So there's a way to make thousands of megawatts of power using just like 300 oil. So if alright, 800 meters, that's not far away. I think that's a pure node as well. Oh, that's a lot of oil. Cool. So we'll set up a base here, which will have coal is also nearby, I think. Forget the coal. Hey, there it is. 100 meters. Oh, there it is, you can see. That's the coal. That's a pure node as well. We can have coal here. We'll have sulfur nearby as well, if I'm not wrong. So we have oil, coal, sulfur. That is what you need to build mega, well, fuel generation factory. And there's more resources up. So that's the expansion plans on this side, but this will have to wait, because to build all that stuff, you need. I'll put the screenshot of my Excel sheet, what items, and we'll need like 100 fuel generators. We'll need 40 refineries. So to get all that jazz up, we need to have a lot of computers. You need to have a lot of turbo motors, not fuel. You need rotors. You need all that jazz. It's a lot of stuff, and those are higher tier stuff. Oh, that's a Catrium mine up there in front. That looks like a sluggo boy on top. This is the only train track we have now, and it brings all the aluminum. But then, just behind the aluminum factory, that's where most of the steel and copper and limestone is, and those conveyor belts are bringing those on the way. So we probably will find a more elegant approach to that. For example, train station. Increase the train track size and have multiple trains going all the way around. and then that oil field down there, that's all the refineries we've got. So getting oil from there, the problem is, well, it's simple. There's only oil there, and coal is like 1.5 kilometers away at least. We've got a hyperloop system. Right. It looks a little bad with the fog off, but whatever. So that's that's the hyperloop, and that's our conveyor system to bring in rubber and plastic, but we're not using them. So that's another reason to have those manufacturers set up so they can consume some of this excess production that we have. It's not backed up here, but still a ton. And this is where the bauxite is. Earlier we just had dangling, looked pretty bad, and now it's inside. And this feeds into the boxes, and that's where the aluminum. It gives me the anxiety. I mean, whatever works, right? Should cover this up. I'm just gonna take the train back because why not? Oh yeah, I've stopped this automatic train because don't need it right now. There's already so much aluminum alkylate sheets backed up. Wow. Cool. These storage containers, those containers, these containers, they're all full with aluminum, a ton of it. Don't need it. This factory probably, I mean, my aim would be to go all the way up till the height of space elevator at least. The difference would be this is pretty small, it's not a mega base. We can build a mega base. Oh yeah, there's a lot more free water now, so these creatures, kangaroo, giraffe, whatever they are, they have a lot of space to walk around. We can build a huge mega base there, but then most of the resources, I mean, this is where we're looking, and most of the resources on this map is in this area, and we haven't even explored this whole area of the map. There's a lot of work to do, but that'll be after I've completed the assembler, at least the assembler, and so we can have some manufacturing of computers and other parts that I need for mining, Mark III miners. We need a steady supply of encased industrial beams to make Mark IV conveyor belts, or even Mark V belts, because I like Mark V belts, 780 items per minute, I think. There's a lot of items. And you can see, well, I tried it, doesn't look as great as it did in my mind. It doesn't look bad as well. Tried these designing blocks, but then Windows are just better, I guess. It's gonna be a good place to just, stand, look around when the factory is working up, I guess, for secret breaks. Oops. Alright then, this will be all for today.